Hey fellas.
Hey. Hey.
Where's Guard? He's supposed to be doing the interview, isn't he? Oh, he's not in that trailer, is he?
There's a trailer?
No. He just lives there.
I'll just go and get him.
Come on, Guard, you must come out. It's been 3 weeks now, man.
I told you I'm not coming out! Just go away or I'll call the police!
We're all sorry about Los Angeles and E3, but what if we send you to the player gathering in Greece?
The Eve Summerfest! But I want to go to Eve Vegas too then, okay? None of those green screen shenanigans now this time, okay? Okay, I'll be out in 5, okay?
Well, he's out.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Yeah, I know.
So it's been a long time since we've really spoken to any of our players. I think the last thing that we did was the Alliance tournament. And that's mainly been because of the summer holidays, which are a fairly major thing over here in Iceland. So everybody's back now. We've just spent August really getting everybody back up to speed, thinking about the final touches towards what it is we want to ship in the winter, and going through release planning. So release planning is now done, and the teams are in their first sprint to actually deliver that expansion at the end of the year. The winter expansion is under development. This really is the first video dev blog, which is to introduce a whole load of other written and other video dev blogs from the guys who are actually working on the expansion, to really give our players all the information that they're going to want ahead of time, whilst keeping a few things back, as surprises for the end of the year. But a lot more information is going to come out now. We're sort of breaking radio silence now that we've got a good idea of where it is we're heading now and what we want to deliver. If anybody's been playing on the Singularity public test server, they will have been able to play Eve and probably see a few Dust players lurking around. Singularity is currently where the Dust closed beta is taking place, and the sort of the initial part of the integration of the game is on there right now, so people can take a look at it. As we go through the autumn, we're going to see that sort of initial framework that we've got on Singularity really start to develop. We'll also start to see the migration of the Dust players actually onto Tranquility, away from the test server. There'll be a lot of functionality that starts coming with that to link the two games, but we're going to take it very carefully and slowly to start off with. We don't want to do a sort of a massive explosion of things which it's almost impossible for us to know what the consequences of that would be. So we're going to start small and then continue to build this. We've got a long roadmap of things that we actually want to integrate across the two games. Things which are being worked on right now, which are on the point of getting deployed, are things like joint corporations, so that Eve and Dust players can exist within the same corporations. There'll be a tie-in with factional warfare, so that Dust mercenaries can have an impact when they're fighting on planets in the factional warfare territories, to actually impact the overall sort of state of the war between the factions, which is going to be very exciting. We'll have joint chat. We'll have people, sort of showing up everywhere. I mean, it'll be a really interesting experience as these two groups of players start to mix. And then we've obviously got other things. We have orbital strikes, which I know we've shown at FanFest and other places. Those are being worked on, but again, they're being worked on in a way so that we don't massively destabilize one or other of the games through doing it. So again, it'll be starting small and allowing us to grow it as we sort of see the impact of what happens. Exciting times, and I think this autumn is going to be an amazing time for CCP and our players in both Eve and Dust.
I hope you enjoyed this glimpse of what's happening behind the scenes here at CCP, and we look forward to showing you more in upcoming episodes. I also look forward to seeing as many of you as possible at the player gatherings in Greece and in Las Vegas. Go to the description of this video, click the links, get your tickets, and come meet me and a bunch of other devs, and we'll have a spanking good time.